Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back. I feel like you guys are doing the most work for me on the outside, and I am forever grateful. Thank you so much. You guys are my rising sign as well, my sister and my son. I can relate. I have a spread here for you guys. A 4-card spread. The first card being, general thing, the big thing on your mind. And the 3 underneath is what universe would like you to look at. Maybe correct, maybe slow down. Advice, right? So, Empress. Yes, because I know from the previous readings you guys are going on massive shift changes in your life. The light has turned on. You have finally come to, not like a rock bottom, but you're just like at a place in your life where you want what's best for you. Not necessarily just in a relationship. For some of you, yes, but having a good relationship or anything outside of it is starting with you, right? It is not starting with someone else. And what better to represent you guys as the Empress, right? Nature, blossoming, fruitful, that calm motherhood nature where you have an open mind. And it's beautiful. But then with the star card here in reverse, that's showing insecurity of yourself, maybe doubting yourself, which I know. Doubting yourself. And that's a big thing to overcome. And people would just say, everyone will tell you, yes, you're good, you're pretty, you're good at that, you're wonderful. But does it really matter when you don't feel like that about yourself? Someone could tell you just have the most beautiful smile, yes, but there's something about you that is not like your smile. And you wanting to dive deeper into yourself and get out there and expand every horizon possible because you're just so curious. You want to try everything. You want to experience it. You're exciting, but when people look at you, they wouldn't think that. And with that Empress, right, you're calm, reserved, but you're like that with your feelings too. People don't probably know that you feel like this about yourself unless it's the really close ones to you that may know this about you. And with the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse too, it's like with the Empress here, you feeling you've done it. You've come to a crossroad where you've chosen a road. But now the road that you've chosen, you perhaps are doubting yourself. Did I make the right choice? Or is this the right choice? Am I ready? Did I go too fast? Because with the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse is like talk, no action. It's daydreaming. It's thinking about it more than doing it. But then I understand why you're thinking about it more than you're doing it, because you're doubting yourself. You're planning, right? See, that's what I mean. Like you're planning and you're thinking about it, you're figuring it out. You want to do this, but you want to do it right. You don't want to do it half-ass. You want to go to school? Okay, well, you want to do it to a point where when you go to college, you are going to have money in your bank account. You're going to have money so that you can feel comfortable you're out there. If you're going into a new relationship, you want to be able to go in there where you feel good about yourself. You're not just walking in because they're the next best thing. No, it's something you want to put that extra effort into. This is what's slowing it down, is the doubt. Let's get you some fairy advice, okay? What would you like your Sagittarius better sign to know? help them on their journey. They're doing so much. This one's popped out. Trespassers will be digested. Wow, you got dragon here with you. 56. The key word is boundaries. Fairies have boundaries too. They are usually in the form of magical spells placed around sacred places in order to keep out those who might tamper with their sacred objects. They also have an invisible magic boundary around their realm. It is not easy to break through this boundary, but it can be done with one knows the secret words. Are you having trouble respecting the boundaries of others? Is another not respecting your boundaries? A third question is, what kind of boundaries or limits am I placing upon myself? These are the questions to ask yourself in doing so. Discover which area of your life you need to work on. You cannot expect others to respect your boundaries if you are not clear with yourself and them as to what those boundaries are. You must state clearly and honestly to others about where you draw your lines. You cannot expect others to respect your boundaries if they are not sure what they are. Be kind but clear about your expectations. In turn, be respectful of others' boundaries also. Their business is their own. Be careful not to gossip or spread rumors. Do not just drop by someone's home without calling first. Don't rev your motorcycle up and down on the street disrespecting others. Peace and quiet. Watch that you do not loudly gab on your cell phone in a public place, infringing upon the space of others. Boundaries can be trespassed in many ways, and it is up to you to think before doing. Next, we go to the boundaries that we often place upon ourselves. We often place these limitations on ourselves due to lack of confidence, self-respect, or lack of knowledge. Release any unwarranted restrictions that you have assumed, releasing limiting habits and thought patterns. The dragon at your gate can either protect you or hinder you. What will you ask it to do? Wow, right? Exactly what we just said. I love their messages. They're so powerful. I had goosebumps the entire time. Clearly, exactly. The star card with you being doubting yourself. What's causing you to doubt yourself? What are you listening to that is doubting you? What are you hearing in the back of your mind? What have you experienced in your past? What are you experiencing now that is making you doubt yourself? Because that's where the boundaries come in. Do not accept what doesn't serve you. They may not like it. Okay, well then that's your problem, not mine. I like it. This is how I roll. This is how I feel good. This is how I like to eat. This is how I sleep. Because when you're doing more of what makes you happy, what excites you on the inside, that blossoms out in your Empress. That comes out just naturally in your voice when you sing, when you draw your picture. I know you're artistic. I know you've got some kind of something that people around you notice. And then the things that happen in your life where the boundaries aren't set up, because like I said before, I know you don't talk much. It's not that you don't talk much, but you're reserved with your feelings. You don't want to be the cause of someone else hurting. But at the same time, you're not going to say something if you feel like it's going to hurt the other person's feelings or disrupt their whatever, even though it's not the truth inside of you. But that's the mistake, is not speaking your truth. And it's almost being passive. But at the same time, you are aggressive because you will stop it when you don't want it. But at the same time, if it's going to make them feel a bit better, even though it's hurting you a bit, you're going to slip and let it happen because it's okay. But it's not okay because it builds up. And then the resentment is there. And then that's where the doubt comes in. Because you're accepting things that don't belong to you. Boundaries need to be put up. It is okay, exactly. You be firm but kind. I don't like this because blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go here because right. But if you're calm and you explain, they can't argue that. And if they do, then you don't want anything to do with this person, whether it be your friend or your partner or a coworker, your child's friend's mother. it's just not, it serves you no interest, so don't go with it, right? Follow your gut. Like your temperance, like you are the middle path, you are calmness, you do your balance, and your love, and you're soft, and you're fire. So like, don't mess with that. So speak up for yourself. Do what you know is best for you, what is going to make you feel good. But at the same time, you do it in a way where you know it's not going to negatively hurt people. So it's not being reckless. It's doing what is right inside of you. What you're doing is right for you. Can't hurt anybody. Because if it's actually good for you, it's going to be good for out there. And it's going to attract you what you want. Things are going to happen the way you want them to happen because that's what you're putting out. That's what you're waking up to. You're going to bed, getting a full night's sleep, waking up early in the morning, jamming to music. Yeah, you might work at this job, but you feel good. And you're going places and you're working towards something. Don't doubt yourself. You are beautiful more than you know, right? Because people are telling you, but you've got to believe it for yourself. Tell yourself every day and night, I love you. Just make it a habit. I love you. Just tell yourself in your head. You don't have to write a poem. You don't have to draw a picture. But in the morning when you tell yourself I love you, have a coffee with yourself. Do something for yourself every day. Why people like you and they're around you and they want to do things with you and they call you is because there's something about you that ignites their relationship with you. There is something sparkling in there, but it gets buried and hidden when you doubt yourself. And that mental thought where you are your own enemy. Because you're not listening to them anyways. In some cases, yes, you are listening to them, but ultimately, you're listening to what you tell yourself. Have you forgiven yourself for the things you've done in your past? Whether it be to someone else or just to yourself, or what they've done to you and what you've been through. Easier said than done, I know. But at the same time, you're at a spot in your life where you know things are changing and you're going this way. There's no sideways. What's going to pull you sideways is not putting your boundaries up like fairies are asking you to. But at the same time, while you're putting your boundaries up, you just respect other people's boundaries, right? Give and take. It's equal. Oh, I love doing your guys' readings. You guys take care. Boundaries. Love yourself. Okay? It's not what they want or think. It's what you know and what you want and what you think. Okay, guys. Talk later. Peace.